Hey, you out there in YouTube land, or is it YouTubeville, or is it YouTube City? You know, take me down to YouTube City where the girls make posts and the boys are pretty. I don't know. Or the content is sh-y. You can't say that word. You know, when you go poo-poo and people call it a name like that. That's ridiculous. Where did the name even come from? Does it make that noise when it plops out of your buttocks? I don't know. But on a happier note, I'm going to tell you about a podcast that is on YouTube. Now, YouTube podcast, according to YouTube, is not truly a podcast in the sense. A lot of the podcasts are more of like a radio program. Then they also, remember, they had DJs and they had VJs, which came out of, I believe that came out of MTV or VH1. They would actually be a DJ that would make their music and talk about music while spinning vinyl that didn't really exist because it's all done by computer now. But they said it's basically, and I think they're a little bit dishonest. I was talking to the lady who I'm going to show you her podcast here. I think they're a little bit dishonest because what they said was podcast, their podcast. I do have a podcast on this channel, my channel. If you look, I have one video on there or one podcast. They said their podcast is basically just either going live. I probably will go live on Friday. Today's Wednesday. Going live, or it's just a video. And what they do is they made the term podcast because people would search, how do I start a podcast? How do I start a online television channel? How do I start my own program, my own online radio program? And they can pop up. It's owned by Google. This whole thing is owned by Google. YouTube is owned by Google. So what the number one search engine in the world is Google. So what happens when you search creating a podcast? Boop, YouTube. Yeah, and so I made one, and the reason I didn't make any more after that is they told me this. It's not really helpful. The YouTube's telling me this. It's not helpful because it doesn't grow. It doesn't really spread, and they don't recommend it. They don't recommend your podcast because they don't know what your podcast is going to say. If you make a set video and you hit subscribe, publish or premiere and have it published later, they know what it is. The algorithm can pick that up. But if I'm just talking on a live, they don't know until it's done. Then the algorithm will go through it and see if there's anything that's in there that's interesting or unique enough to recommend. They're going to recommend your thing a little bit. They'll say, David's talking about this podcast, so boom, it'll get put on there, and I might get one or two views out of it. Because they're not going to say, hey, you got to watch this. This guy's talking about this lady's podcast. No. But if I do something like today, I'm going to give you a little secret. Shh. I'll have a video come out tomorrow. It's a request. And then I'm going to have a video coming out on Friday, which also requested. And Angie on our channel. Angie, are you out there? Hi, Angie. Say hello, everybody. Angie, if you're out there, say hi. Angie recommended that I make videos on the subject of high protein, low carbs. Now, low carbs, we always give it the old thumb down. Is that because it's low, or is that because it's thumbs down? Ugh. Captain Crunch. Yay, I love Captain Crunch. Low carb, low whatever cereal tastes like cardboard. So I don't know. One is high, one is low. Now I did put this on this, so it should be moving, woo, but it's not. So I'll move myself. Woo! I'm confused. This is my confused look. For acting, if you need a confused guy, I'm confused. If you're a mad guy, I'm angry. I'm angry at carbs. Carbs, you can kiss my big fat fanny. Now, I'm going to do this. I'm going to talk to you about this, something, because you're smarter than I am. Do you think that they're doing that to be dishonest, YouTube, to draw more attention to that? They make money off of everything we do. Right. So if you have people that are going to go podcast, let's say for, like, I think Sirius Radio or iHeartRadio, they have a thing where you can pay to become a podcaster in hopes, and you have to go out there and tell people, please watch my podcast. Kind of like we say, please subscribe. And the reason we focus on subscription is because you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to become monetized. After that, a comment might be better. A really good comment. Hey, David, I really love that. You're such a handsome fella. Thank you for spending your time talking to me because you're such a beautiful man and such a wonderful actor. I'm thrilled. I am thrilled. I feel blessed that you're doing that. Just kidding. But Yeah, I think you're smarter than I am. So what do you think? We all have one thing in common. It's not our fat. Well, we're dumb, we're lazy, we're fat. I don't know. We all have one thing in common. We don't know everything, and we like to know things, and we rely on others to help us with what we don't know. Like I always say, if one grain of sand is something I don't know, this guy right here, he's the beach. It's everywhere. He's a son of a beach. It's everywhere. That's how dumb I am. Dumb as a stump. Box of rocks, maybe? Not just one rock. Dumb as a brick? I don't know. Brick house? I'm mighty. I'll just let it all hang out. Right there. So let's go and take a look at this. Her podcast is called, let me reverse it. Dun, 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 ready? Poly's podcast. POLY''S. Now, do you like that spelling of Poly? POLY. And I've also seen it like Paul with a Y. Or Paul with an I-E. P-A-U-L-I-E. What the heck is that? That's like the parents didn't know what to call him. If it's a girl, it'd be called Polly with an I-E. If it's a boy, it'd be called Paul. I don't know. But it's called Poly's podcast. Now, she has some good information on here. She really does. And I think she has chickens. I think she raises some chickens. Now, some people eat the chickens. I do eat chicken. And some people eat the eggs. And some people just like them running around the yard pecking at bugs or pieces of bread, pecking at bread. I don't know. But chickens are nuts, and they like to eat things like, we have some chickens that love to eat pomegranates. They ate so many pomegranates you think the eggs would come out red, but they'd eat the pomegranate seeds. Loved it. They like to also eat things that are gross, like maybe like a worm or a cockroacha, el cockroacha or la cockroacha. I don't know, but she's lost a lot of weight. She lost this. Now, I hope that she's focusing on her entire health, and I think she is. When I watch her videos, I think she is. So if you just look at this, you think, oh, here we go. Another get skinny fast one. Is like get rich quick, right? Oh, another get rich quick scheme. Thanks, Polly. Polly, drink your coffee and shut your big fat mouth. I'm not going to give you a thumbs up because you're going on a get skinny fast. Well, she is, I don't know how tall she is, so she's probably not considered skinny. She's 187 pounds. Now, I was almost 300 pounds. I lost 108 pounds. But like I said, on this lady right here, Polly, I bet you she has not just lost that weight. I bet she's lost hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds. What do you mean, David? She was 500 pounds before? No, but she loses a pound, she gains a pound. She loses 2 pounds, she gains 3 pounds. She loses 8 pounds, she gains 6. We all do that. We all do that. And she has some very valuable information here. I think she's kind of on a sort of a carnivore diet. In fact, she has one here about carnivore and keto. Similar to what I do. I don't do the things like some people in carnivore, they'll wake up in the morning and they'll eat a butter stick. So that's a quarter pound of butter just with a spoon. Yuck. I don't think she does that. She may. I don't know. Do you, Polly? Polly? Do you eat a stick of butter before you eat anything else? But they'll eat a stick of butter. They'll eat a pound of bacon, and they do that. I guess their bodies can process that better, and they actually lose weight on the carnivore diet. I don't know much about it, so I can't speak to the positive or the negative. But people say my diet is almost like a carnivore diet. Even keto, where's that word? Keto, when it first started, they only ate meat. They only ate meat, no vegetables. I can't really have fruit because I can even keep my numbers low. Woo! I need to keep my numbers low. So I have to do that, but I can have some spring mix with some ranch dressing. So you get the ranch dressing, which is higher in fats and proteins. So she is on that. I think that's what they do. Similar to that, just a new name for things. There's always a new name for everything. We always ate. No matter what you do, you're on a diet. If you eat 2 pounds of Skittles for breakfast and a pound cake for lunch, you're on a diet. Probably not a good one, but you are on a diet. We're all on a diet. Do you eat? Do you? Boop, 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 boop. Polly, do you? Yes, I do. That's how Polly talks. Hi, I'm Polly. I like to lose weight, and I think I have some chickens. Does she have chickens? I think she said she had chickens. But anyway, Polly has some very good information. I don't know where she gets all of her information from. I don't know where she gets all of her knowledge, but I think she does maybe some personal research, or maybe she's taking courses in nutrition or something. But very, very, very good information on there. Similar to some of the information I cover. The information I cover is great. So you can trust me to let you know. Please go over to this Polly's podcast. This is on YouTube, so you can find it right there. Right there. She also has something. Oh, Rambo. Okay, she must have a ranch because she has a ranch. It's not a fat farm. She has a ranch, it looks like. So Polly, if you're out there, can you please put in the comment section here what you're all about? Did you go to Don't Be Chubby College, Don't Be Chubby U, YOU, or U as a university? But she's very, very knowledgeable, and I think you get some really good information. Don't go to her, don't go to Polly when you can come to David. Go to both. Yeah. Okay, today's Monday, so I'm going to do 3 Pollys and 2 Davids. And then on Tuesday, I'll do 3 Davids and 2 Pollys. Whatever you want to do, you make your own schedule. It's all about you and your weight loss. How is your weight loss going? Are you on a weight loss program? Are you on a healthy journey? You might have to gain some weight. I know a lady who was 116 pounds. They told her she had to gain 30 pounds because she's 5'11". She said she's really 6, but she tells me she's 5'11". But they said she's about 30 pounds underweight. She's 30 pounds underweight. Must be nice, we say, unless we're 30 pounds overweight. We say, this sucks. People always say, oh, man, I was taking a college class one time, a night class, and the lady says, what do you do for a living? And I was in the military at the time, so I'm in the military, I teach shooting, but people ask me a bunch of questions. And then next, like, oh, yeah, I work at a daycare center. I do this, or I'm a nursing student, and I'm also taking these classes, some of my prerequisites here, and I work at a coffee. I'm a coffee salesperson, and one lady says, I don't have a job, and 3 ladies in the back go, must be nice. But this lady was badly unemployed, where there's a problem. She needed to get a job, so we don't judge anyone like that. And so being 30 pounds underweight probably is not good. I think Polly likes to drink coffee. I don't know if she wants a cracker, but I want a cracker, and I drink coffee too. My coffee cup's much more masculine than hers. I drink coffee, give me some Java. And Polly's like this. Hi, chickens, let's have some coffee. Because she is a lady. It's her coffee cup. Oh, I turned it around. But let's look at her coffee cup. Seems to be that one. She likes to drink coffee out of that coffee cup. It says something on there. I don't know. Maybe she has some merch somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, or is it anyhow? What do you like better? Well, anyway, anyhow. Which is better, how or way? How, way. It seems that those two things wouldn't even really be the same word, right? How and way. I don't know. But anyway, please go over and take a look at Polly's podcast with the ding, ding, ding bell. Yeah, Polly's podcast. Take care, everyone. Have a good whatever. Have a good. You just have a good. Take care. Oh, I got another video coming out, a cooking video, which I told you was requested. And then that's going to be on Saturday. Friday. And then for Thursday, we have one that's also requested. A pet safe pet product, pet related product. Some people like pets. Now people say, wait a minute, you're stupid. Duh. You're a butthead. Okay. Your channel is about weight loss. Just tell me about weight loss, or I'm gonna punch you in your big ass nose. I'll keep a big ass nose. Who knows? Or people say, oh man, I ate all kinds of the S word. Gross. Don't eat that. Eat a hamburger. But anyway, people say you can't talk about dogs and cats because you're all about a weight loss channel. Just tell me what to do. This other channel, my channel, started. Tell me just what to do. Well, what to do? They want me to give them this and that. That was the reason I have a channel, is because it's more than just 2 things. It's more than 2 things. If someone told me to give me 2 things I need to do to lose weight, I said, well, okay, determine your motivation and determine your willpower of how you're going to take that motivation to be healthier. I stand on the scale and I weigh the same, or I even gained a pound on your plan of motivation and willpower. I'm going to go up there and give you a Will Smith slapperoo. Okay, yeah, it's not about that. It's about acting. It's about classic cars. It's about beautiful clouds. It's about, I did some on some mourning doves that had little teeny babies. I'm like, so cute. Yeah, and there may be a hawk flying over. Woo, 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 woo. What does it have to do with weight loss? Everything, because it's a healthy journey from the top of her head to the bottom of her feet. Ask Polly. Polly wants a cracker, and Polly wants to tell you. Polly says. Polly knows everything. So anyway, that's what it's about. My channel is not about weight loss. If you think my channel is weight loss, get out of here. Get going. Hit the bricks. What you can do is you can type in YouTube weight loss, and my channel sometimes comes up. But my channel is not a weight loss channel. Oh yeah, well it's a diet channel. No, it's not. Well, it's an exercise channel. Thanks for telling me what my channel is. Why don't you just change it to is not, because it is not any of those things. My channel is a healthy journey channel, and I don't tell you what to do. I tell you that I suggest you go over and look at Polly's podcast, you're going to like it, and I suggest that you get yourself a healthy journey, whether it's lose weight, gain muscle, like Popeye. Maybe you want to eat some spinach. I don't know what you need to do. Talk to your doctor. Talk to your physical therapist, talk to your pharmacist. I talk to all of them. I'm a veteran. Thank you all that pay your taxes. You saved my life a couple of times now. Thank you so much. Thank you. I wouldn't be able to talk about Polly's podcast because I would be, pushing up daisies. Daisies or pansies or pan, I don't know, some kind of flower, sunflower. Maybe I'll be pushing up. If you think if you're you should have that, maybe be pushing up the corpse flower, that smelly flower. Maybe that, I don't know. But anyway, so check out Polly. My channel is not a weight loss channel. What else? And have a good. Have a good.